So hello everyone, my name is MTN, and as you probably can hear, my voice is pretty goddamn good compared to my other videos today. Basically, I've been taking a medicine and I feel a lot better, but I will probably turn shit as soon as the medicine stop, what could you say, working. Anyways, let's have a look on the new update. Nelson added a new server info screen when you're connecting to his server. Let's check that out. This server, for an example, this is how it looks now when you're gonna connect to a server. Basically, people can have their logo here. For Panda Hut, they have a panda there. We can see the players, 12 of 24, Double Egg, Rico, Resist, Afflictive, Spring Loaded Toast, Calopisa, Delta, Max, Jimmy Dursmas, Got Diego, Cons92, Pleberoni, Skibby. So that's the players who are playing on the server and how long they have been in. Also, you can see the rocket plugins they have. They have, for example, FPS cap kits, global ban, message announcer, mod, duty, P2P, and some other stuff. You can also see configuration. Workshop, they have disabled that. Combat is PvP, perspective first and third person. Security, VAC enabled. So basically, they have wolf anti-cheat on the server. Mode, normal, so they are not playing easy. They have the normal bullet drops and everything. Sheets are disabled, so this is a server without any sheets. And as well, you can see on the right side, map Washington Arena. Battle to the last team standing in the rainy state southwest of Canada. Several large civilian towns with extensive military presence. Tourist attractions include Seattle, golf, and racing. Recommended for experienced survivors. So basically, it's some sort of information about the map on the server as well. I really like the new thing they have done, and you can also find join, favorite, and refresh down here. So in case you like the server, press favorite. In case you want to join it, join. In case you want to refresh how to see many players or how many players there is on the server, refresh. 6 of 24. There's quite a lot more than 6 here in my opinion, right? There's around, I think the server is. Okay, now we can see. Here's how many people there are on the server currently. And if you're not happy with the server, you can either press escape or cancel. That's the new server info screen when connecting. Added ability to rotate items in display storage. I really have no idea what that is. You spin my head right now, what I don't. Added graphics options to enable or disable ragdolls and debris. What is debris and ragdolls? Ragdolls is when you die, your character can basically just fly, I don't know where, but you can just fly away or just lay down on the ground. Debris is pretty much like, I think it is scrap metal and such. I'm not sure, but I think it is. Let's check the option out. So basically, how do you get there? Configuration, graphics, ragdolls and debris. Now, if I remove ragdolls, when I die, I think my character will get removed as well. I'm not sure about that. Debris, you probably get, like the scrap goes away. We're gonna remove both of those. I don't know why, but I think if ragdolls removes the body, it would be easier to see if they are dead. They added config options for remaining game mode differences. Added craftable sandwiches for all meats and fishes. Let's check that out. What is going on, Drumlet Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right. Oh shit, we're about to die here. So basically, what is the new meats and fishes? What is meat and what is fish? That was a silly question if you thought about that, but that's basically food. Meat is what you eat. You kill a deer, for an example, take its meat, grill it over a good fire, and add some mayonnaise to that. Also fish. How do you get fish? Yeah, basically you can go wank in a room. No, you fish. Basically a fish for fish. Hard to explain. Anyways, let's check out the new sandwiches. So the new sandwiches, how do they look in game? Let's equip one. For example, this is the trout sandwich. How do they look in your inventory? They take up 1 by 1 spots, so this is basically how they look. And they have different contours around them to actually, so you can recognize which sandwich it is. First here we have trout sandwich. What is the ID for that? 1398. Next up, salmon sandwich. ID 1399. Goldfish sandwich. Why would you kill a goldfish? Aren't those like you have in aquariums and everything? I don't know. Why would you kill those? And anyways, ID for that is 1400, basically 1400. Next up, a venison sandwich, ID 1401. Next up, bass sandwich, ID 1402. Then we have beef sandwich, ID 1403. Next up, cheese steak sandwich. God, those gotta taste amazing. 99, nej. 98, 99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The ID for the cheesesteak sandwich is 1404. ID for BLT sandwich. I don't know what BLT stands for. Anyways, the ID is 1406. Last but not least, the beef sandwich. Also sounds delicious. ID 1407. They also added mannequins. What are mannequins? So let's have a look, boys. So basically this is a mannequin. How do they work? Let's go for an example. Press your home. I'm gonna press my home button because otherwise you won't be able to see my HUD or HUD. You will locate, you can find these. I don't know where you can find these, but there's two of them, at least what I know. I don't know what the difference is, but it's the ID for both of them are 1408, 1409. So how do you use this? Press F on it. There's apply cosmetics, basically what you use. Put equipped, take clothes. So basically how does this work? Apply cosmetics for an example. I think this one is a bit bigger, I'm not sure. Anyways, so basically you can have clothes on it. You can have it as a statue or something like that on your server. How do they remove the clothes? Press F, take clothes. Basically you removed its clothes. I can do it on this one as well. Much better. Naked mannequins. Next up, they have added plaques. So there's 4 different plaques. We have the maple plaque, ID for that 1410. Next up, a birch plaque, ID is 1411. Next up is the pine plaque 1412. Last but not least, the metal plaque with the ID of 1413. Let's have a look on all of these. That's basically plaque, but what can you do on it? Basically, you can just put shit there. For example, should I show y'all? Of course I am. You can find these plaques, I don't know where exactly because I have no idea where you can locate these, but basically I'm just gonna so basically you can find these, I don't know where, but I guess around anywhere basically. You can craft these probably, that makes more sense, you can probably find them as well. But anyways, this is how the maple plaque looks like. Let's have a look on how the weapon looks on it. Basically, I think you can store pretty much anything there. I'm gonna store my gun. It looks very cool. I like this skin, and this one is getting rolled when it is in. For an example, we have my Hypertech Timberwolf. Basically, when I'm recording this, why hasn't the winner received his item? He hasn't answered me with his trade link, so in case this gun is not given away and he hasn't like answered, I think it is by next week sometime. If he hasn't answered me with his trade link, he won't receive the item. I just want to say that was the pine plaque. These are the other ones. I'm not gonna store my gun on them because you can pretty much already know how they look. They're basically like, I don't know what those are called, shelves or something like that, gun shelves, I'm not sure, but these look pretty nice. You can probably put a nice fish on it. Next up we have improvement. Improved performance of several core systems. I'm not a fucking genius, but I guess you get better performance in game when playing the game, that's my guess. Next up we have some tweaks actually. Tweaked medium and small engines to use the old audio. Basically I think those are like the, what could we say, ATVs, four-wheelers, whatever you want to call those. I'm pretty sure it's either those or the generators. I don't know which one it is, we are not gonna check them out. I'm just gonna read that pretty. Nelson has also done some fixes. Fixed potential cause of storage stuck in busy state. I'm not sure about that, I had never found that, like, I don't know what it is. Anyways, next up, fixed wind rapidly changing directions. So basically the wind in Unturned can change directions. What? There was a wind here? Yeah, basically it is a wind, like some sort of wind in Unturned. So basically that's the thing with bullet drops. It's gonna be harder for you to shoot basically, I guess. I'm not sure. Fixed detect radius multiplier to apply to all alerts. Fixed amount of ammo in Matamora's box. I'm not sure what that's all about. But basically they fixed some, like the amount of ammo in it, I guess. Fixed repairing fishing rods rather than scrapping. Fixed dropping clothes losing metadata. Fixed placement of several bridges on Russia. So basically they fixed some bridges on the new Russia map. Fixed several easily abused spots in the tank train tunnel. In the Russia map, of course that is. They did some config changes as well. Options such as hit markers, crosshair ballistics and maps are now available in the gameplay config section. And zombie speed in the zombie section. There's also a new feature to prevent repairing higher tier weapons. Performance. The most notable optimizations are many repeatedly created elements now getting pulled or reused. And much more aggressive automatic batching. Some mods might need to tweak their texture wrapping or wrap settings due to this, but several other features were improved as well. From here, the next step is I hope to take is upgrading to a more up-to-date version of Unity, although this is made because of physics change between 5.2 and 5.3 affecting many of Unturned's features. So basically I think it's the engine that he's gonna try to update. I don't know all about that, but I think the new mannequins and plaques are very cool, and I also like everything with the ragdolls and everything. I personally love the new update. Like, he did some great stuff, probably good, more performance, like better performance for new people who has like less overkill PCs than others, I guess. Basically people will be able to enjoy the gameplay much more in case they have a low-end PC. Anyways guys, before we end this video, I just want to let you guys know that the giveaway is still on and will be in the description below. It's for the Void Stream Echo. I hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is MTN, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
And remember to stay coffee.